What's cracking, YouTube family? In today's video we're going to be revealing the HQ makeover. Now you guys have hopefully been kind of keeping up to date with this series. This is the last final one. I got my guy Nathan behind the camera as usual, and we're also bringing back Abigail, the architect, the creator behind this amazing place. And just wanted to let you guys know, man, this has been an amazing journey. As I always say, I never get bored of saying thanks to you guys, and what you're about to see inside this place, how it's turned out, is just literally a dream come true. So as usual, we're going to run that killer intro, and I'm going to see you after these quick messages. Peace. Here we are again with Abigail, the architect. That's what I keep calling you, by the way.
Okay.
But you can introduce yourself and what you do quickly, because last time I didn't really give you a chance, did I?
No, maybe not. So my name's Abigail, and I'm an architect, and I do interior design as well. So yeah, I've just been working with Rishi on this project. You have been amazing, and I've got your details again here. Remember, peeps, if you just jumped onto this video, because the thumbnail's going to look sick by Nathan, by the way, but you need to go back and see the progression, and you'll see Abigail when she first saw it, when it was like, what, half done? Yeah.
Quarter done, maybe, a third done?
Yeah.
And that was about
early.
2-3 weeks ago. Her work has been insane. Like, the detail has been phenomenal, and what you're seeing right now is literally pinpoint, it's so accurate to what you actually envisioned it, right?
Yeah.
Like the 3D model. So we're gonna quickly talk about the outside first, and then we're gonna walk you inside with us. What was the thought process for going dark, this dark? Apart from me telling you I wanted it to look like a bat cave.
Yeah, so we didn't go quite as dark as the Batman sort of vibe, but no. The idea before, it was a very suburban sort of house. It didn't feel like the branding of the business, so the idea was to create a dark backdrop, which is a very contemporary sort of vibe, more suited to your branding.
Yep.
And we've gone for the greys. We picked up the greys and the blacks and a little bit of the white and the yellow within your clothing brand.
Exactly.
So
I think it's come out super nice, and
yeah, it's just a lot more contemporary and a lot more suited to what your brand is about.
Definitely. I think all the guys and all the peeps who've been watching for years and years, man, like you guys have always loved this place just purely because of what's happened in front of it, like the tutorials and stuff. But now this is pretty much like a studio set for me. So I remember saying to you, right, that I wanted this to look like a set. So I do all my tutorials from here, and now this is the backdrop, and I think it does really fit into the brand like perfectly,
yes,
right?
I think so. Especially the entrance, because all of your videos are in front of this one little triangle here.
Exactly.
And the idea was to have the signage. So you've got your signage, your branding.
Now the postman's never going to get lost. People are going to find their way here. And to be honest with you, man, it just looks slick. You know, it just looks proper clean. Hopefully you guys are agreeing as well whilst you watch this, man. If you just have to kind of be here in person to realise just how crazy it looks. Let's talk about the inside. Let's start to walk inside now, and talk us through like what you wanted the viewer or whoever's here like to kind of like feel as they walk inside. So hopefully Nathan can follow through.
Yeah. So the idea was that because it's a very big space, but it has so many functions that it needs to fulfill.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to split it into zones that were flexible. So we've got the main zone here, which is where you do your filming. It's an entertaining zone. You've got so many things that are going on. You've got your massive
By the way, this mat is just huge. It's like the biggest mat I've ever seen, like for like an RA mat. It's actually carpet, by the way. It's not even rubber, so I don't know if I want to even put my trainers on there.
Yeah, it's very pristine.
But this was a nice centerpiece that you added.
Yeah. And so you've got your central feature wall at the back, and you've got your branding tag. So this is one of your key slogans. This is the
one and only key slogan, man. This is one that everyone knows. Yeah.
And so when people come in, this is the focal point. This is what you see. This sets the brand.
Yeah.
And so this is. Within this zone, what we have is you've got your packing tables, you've got your photo reel up there.
Yeah.
You're going to do everything within this zone, so it needs to be flexible. Whereas we've got two more functional zones either side.
So the zone stuff has worked really well already for the last kind of day or so that we've kind of tidied this place up. We've already felt just a nicer vibe to work. So this side, you wanted to split. We'll come to this as well, by the way, in a bit.
The bar.
But
So yeah, so what I wanted to have is, you wanted to have at least 3 people being able to work here. And we also wanted to fold it away so it's hidden behind the bar. But then we've also got the chill out area over here, which is where you can still have your entertaining zone, you can chat and you can watch TV. But it separates this, like when you're over here, you don't really know what's going on over here.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
So this is nice. So let's come to the bar actually. So I'm gonna swing you around this way. This, when you first designed it, I was kind of confused. Was it a reception table? People were saying to me, "Oh, is this a shop? Can we come in?" Because as soon as we saw this on the 3D model,
it's like a counter.
It just looks like a little counter. And so what was? So you already mentioned actually. You said to hide this bit, but how did you come up with this idea, and what's it used for really?
So your aesthetic it's very clean and very slick, but it's also, there's a tiny bit of an industrial sort of vibe to your aesthetic.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to go for a bar that it's a feature as well. You've got your feature wall over there here, but this needs to set your brand as well. So we've got the timber battens that were painted white, and then we have the metallic top to it. So it's a little bit different to everything else that's going on. It's a bit of a focal point, but also very functional. But the main part of this is that it doubles up as a storage space.
Packaging table for me was a table tennis table, if you guys remember, and I used to sit here and we couldn't move that, right? So now, I mean, this is an amazing design. So we've got kind of like magnetic door here that comes off.
And then you've got your tables for packing.
Yeah, there you go.
Slide out here.
That is, you don't understand how much that's changed our lives, really, because it's just opened up the whole room. These little small details, again, which you designed, it's crazy because when I thought I want a cool HQ, I used to just think to myself, oh, I just need some nice shelving, I just need a little space to do this. Like, you've managed to make what is a small space, I mean, it's a big space, but you made it look bigger. A lot of people actually think it feels bigger. So, and we've got these humongous shelves, which we'll come to now. Yes. So that these, like, everyone is loving right now. I know my boy Nate here loves these, but like these take up such a massive amount of space, but they hold so much stuff for me, and it's all hidden.
Because before we had loads and loads of huge industrial storage systems that pretty much took over the whole space, and you just didn't really have any space to do anything. So what this is, I mean, what I did was I calculated how much storage we required, and I modelled every single box to see where it could go. And for all of the bigger stuff, we have the ropes over there, but all of the bigger stuff, like the apparel and stuff like that, can go into here. And so we can an electric sliding system.
So these are not cheap, peeps, man. They're not cheap, but I tell you what, the guys who came in to do the job, I think if you saw that vlog, they did a really good job, man. It's really cool, and it fits so much, man. Like, these are just, look how high they go. It's like 3 meters. So
it's actually probably a similar amount to what you had before, but it's taking up way less space, which is really important.
Cool. Then on these, like you can see here, we can stack all our kind of heavy ropes here. There's a lot of space. There's a lot of space to kind of put everything. You've got like more floor space because of the rolling thing. So you wanted some sort of storage system. This was quite cool. This was just to kind of put a little display for when I get samples and stuff. So you came up with quite a nice little idea to have a little rack thing like this, but to keep out the way. Before I used to have that little trolley thing.
Not so pretty.
It's a little trolley thing, but these are some OG t-shirts, man. If anyone's rocking these right now, you're a true OG. All right, cool. So we've got this. I mean, this is the first time you've seen the decals, and I think you've just seen the lighting, or they were just putting it up the last time.
Yeah, they were putting it up the day that I came.
So talk us through the kind of lighting idea and why you chose the kind of arrow design
So, I mean, the lighting, there wasn't enough light before.
No,
it was a very dark, kind of, a little bit dingy space.
Oh, cheers.
Well, just because, like, even though the ceiling has been painted black, it's still brighter than it was before.
I love it, honestly.
All of this lighting.
All of the white,
Yeah, and it's just, so I like the idea of getting these really cool Samsung strip lights. And putting them together into kind of, their arrow shapes, which it suits.
It's on brand as well, isn't it?
It's on brand.
It's all sharp and it's on point.
It suits your brand, and it's minimal, so it's not dominant within the space, but it adds to the aesthetic. Just extra lighting is great.
So okay, let's swing around here, Nate, because this is a really nice angle. I love this angle personally because you then get to see the brightness of this side as well. So this is all the kind of brandy dark, kind of black and yellows, and then this is just this beautiful, like, just white, really fresh.
So the roof finishes. Basically the site is a very weird shape, so we end up with this strange bulkhead over here.
Yeah.
So I wanted to play with colours to turn it into a bit of a feature. So we've got the yellow ceiling to the bulkhead, and then we've got the black ceiling everywhere else. And then we've got this grey feature wall over here.
Mm-hmm.
So this is doing the job of presenting all of your products in a really nice way.
Yeah.
Whereas when you come over here, this is your working zone, and it's important that it's bright and it's mentally stimulating to be in.
See, this is sick. This is like stuff that I would never think about. Like, and it works. This is the thing. Like, you literally walk into this little bit, and you just feel bright, like, and you feel good, you feel creative.
Motivated to work.
Nate, you feel creative around there?
Very creative, bro. We're gonna make some fire content, bro. You know this.
And the thing is, when you swing around, like properly, when we see the behind the desk and stuff, we've got these electric desks. Like, but the white here, it used to be white. The room, remember, they used to be all white. But now that you've got the contrast between the black and the white, and the silver top and the black here behind you, it just makes it look sick. And it's true. Like, when you get into that bit here, which we'll swing around to now, it's nice that you mentioned that about the colour thing, because now the organisation of our work. For myself, admin, anyone doing the orders, editing people's graphic designers, anyone who comes in here, like, they've just now got the facility to just be able to just, sit here, do their work, and feel creative, and that's what you want, and comfortable.
Out of the way, like if you're doing all of your packaging over here, it's not impacting the work, which before everything was just on top of each other.
Exactly. The guys are working yesterday, getting the orders out. I was here doing my work, and it's just nice. We can still talk, we can still see each other, and it's like no one's getting in your way. Whereas before, if you remember, Peach, we used to have this massive table tennis table. We used to have people packaging, and then we'd have people in the corner with their laptops. Nathan sometimes on the couch. Like, it was just all a mess. So now we can sit next to each other, we can talk, we can discuss. And yeah, it's nice. We've got like little features here. We've got like, I prefer this little sit-stand stool. Nathan's got himself a little stool here, but this is a cool little feature. Again, Abigail making me spend a bit of money. But this works out as well. I don't want to break the electricity, but we need to get into this bit, innit? This bit's kind of cool as well.
So this is the skipping rope storage, basically. So we've got the black storage against the grey wall, and then within the middle we've got this white island. And within each of these units, we worked out exactly how many boxes needed to go into every single drawer, so that you can get as much stock as possible in here.
It's literally fit perfect. Look at that.
So
full, and it's nice.
Compact.
And this is a nice way to do your orders. You know what I mean? Like, originally I had it in the shelves, but then this is actually better because you just come, pick it, put it in the boxes. Hopefully we're not getting your orders too wrong out there. It's just a nice way to do work, you know what I mean? Really nice and organised. Before we used to have like little shelves. I don't know if you guys remember, we used to have these little tiny shelves stacked along this wall because I never like got anything organised, right? So I used to keep buying new shelves, and then in the end everything was everywhere. So it's good.
It's nice and organised.
Yeah, it's nice. It's really nice, man. And you got a little display thing going on here. You got me to display a few of
Showcase your work. I mean, I think that's a shelf that will ever be changing. So whenever you've got something new out, you can display it, and it's kind of like a trophy shelf where all of your best products go on there.
Love it.
And you can showcase them with the LED lights above them.
That's it. And then that comes down to this little kind of spot here, which is just a little chill zone, really. Like, I basically told Abigail I need this bit here.
You need to keep it.
You really wanted to kind of downscale it, didn't you? You want to change the sofa and stuff a little bit, but
I wanted to change it to a smaller sofa so it was more tucked away, but for you this is a really important part of your day,
That's it, man. That's my spot right there. We just chill there, just go to sleep. But I think it just looks beyond crazy, sick, and better than I imagined, to be honest with you. Because when you designed the thing, I was like, they can't create this. I was like, it looks too cool.
Yeah.
When you designed the 3D model, and I looked at it and I thought to myself, like, how are they going to do this with this place?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? From where I saw it and how it looked, but it looks pretty much exactly like the video,
I'm very happy with it. Like, it's come out very similarly to the video, which is because I put so much effort into that video. I modelled absolutely every single object that's going to be in here, and
the detail.
It's just incredible that it's managed to retain pretty much all of that.
Yeah.
There's very few things that had to be adapted, and if they had to be adapted, they've actually probably turned out better.
No, they have, and do you know what? Like, you listened to what I needed, and then built on that, and then actually created stuff that I didn't even think was possible. So like it's like for that, like I'm super grateful, man.
No.
And I'm sure you guys are gonna hopefully check out Abigail's work, and yeah, you'd agree like she's done an amazing job, because if you followed, and I'm sure you followed for a long time, like this place needed a lot of attention. And it was a big job for her, and I think she's pretty much nailed it, man. Nate,
Love it, bro.
you're a fan?
Love it. It's
Look,
gonna be a chill,
Nate's gonna
creative space.
He's got himself his little gear on his table. I've set him up with a little tray.
We're gonna get a lot of work done.
We're gonna, yeah. To be honest, you just feel a lot more productive as soon as I would turn on the lights and walk in here, to the point when I turn them off. Like I've got a very good feeling like in my body, man.
Yeah.
Like it really does make me feel really nice. And
what's also nice is when you turn the lights off, and then you've got the nighttime vibe.
yeah. We'll have to do a little night shoot here.
Yeah.
But I checked that out yesterday. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, peeps, like we wanted to just give you a rundown, show you all the exact details. Nathan's going to be hitting a hard edit just to, again, show you how sick this place is, and show you some killer shots. And that is what's amazing about kind of hard work people, man, is that if you go after it, if you put in the work, you can't expect it to happen straight away, like tomorrow, even a year. Sometimes, like people like me, it's taken me half a decade, which is like crazy when you think about it. Like we're talking years and years and years of work to be able to put in money. And it wasn't cheap. it wasn't cheap, but we put in a lot of money to get this place to look, on point of what RA stands for, what you guys have made it stand for, and what we want this brand to do going forward. So, Abigail, I think we're gonna wrap it up a little bit here. Honestly, like it's emotional actually just standing in front of you guys and talking about this, but like it's an honor, man, to have you work on this.
Yeah, it's been
and I wish we could give you a hug and everything, but obviously with that social distancing. But no, you've done something historic, man. Like you've worked on something that I think is going to be around for a long time. I don't want to change this place, even if we go to a bigger warehouse, which would be maybe another bigger project for us. But if we move on to some bigger things, I would like this place to stay exactly how it is. Right, peeps, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know how long it turned out to be, but we wanted to make it as detailed as possible so that you can hopefully feel like you're inside here with us. Abigail, big up again.
I'm doing this.
Say bye to the family.
Bye.
Guys, make sure you do check her out. Check out her work if you're even in the London area or UK area. You're working wherever, right?
Just around Greater London.
Yeah.
So.
Expand yourself, man.
Yeah, I should. It'd go international.
Believe me, her work is sick. You've seen it firsthand, and we are super proud. And we're excited, man. We're excited to get the show rolling again. Listen, as always, I'm gonna see you in that next video. So without further ado, take care of yourself. Let's get the treadmill. Stay safe. Peace.